Now, one matter dey on ground since afternoon that they drag seriously on Twitter. For a while now, Reno Omokri have been laying accusations against Rufai Oseni of Arise TV. He said the support wey Rufai Oseni dey support Peter Obi na because say Peter Obi don bribe am. Say Peter Obi na sponsor Rufai Oseni papa burial. That this is what he said on Twitter. And since Peter Obi no answer the allegation, but this afternoon, because Reno Omokri has been repeating it, that you people should answer this afternoon, Peter Obi decided to respond. Now I have a problem with the allegation because I know Rufai Oseni brother. I was invited for that burial. Not by Rufai Oseni, but by his brother, when I don't want to call his name now. When the man explained to me, say Rufai Oseni na his brother, I shock. Because now they answer the same surname, but somehow polygamy enter the matter. Anyway, that's fine. I want to know. Now I read the accusation for you when Reno Omokri lay against Rufai Oseni and Peter Obi. According to several reporters, this is the news.
Omokri had alleged that Peter Obi funded the funeral of Mr. Oseni's father by giving him money in cash or via electronic means. Peter Obi, the candidate of the Labour Party in 2023 presidential election, has described the allegation that he bribed Rufai Oseni, a Nigerian television presenter, as malicious and cheap blackmail. A former aide to ex-president Goodluck Jonathan, Reno Omokri, had alleged that Peter Obi funded the funeral of Mr. Oseni's father by giving him money in cash or via electronic means. Omokri, on his social media handles on Friday, accused Oseni of open bias in favor of Peter Obi, noting that Mr. Oseni used the Arise TV platform as a medium to campaign for and launder the image of Obi. Omokri also accused Obi of having undisguised animosity towards him for his refusal to support Obi's presidential ambition.
Now, this is the tweet where Reno Omokri said that Peter Obi gave Rufai Oseni money for his father's burial. Like I told you, I was invited for that burial by one of Rufai's brother, and I know very well. Say that's Rufai brother who Rufai na far poor man, far for where that guy dey. So don't tell me, say that Peter Obi na sponsored the person wey that they talk about he papa burial against small comma. But let me read the news to you.
Arise TV and Mr. Rufai Oseni should kindly answer the following questions. Did Mr. Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of Labour Party, fund the funeral of Mr. Rufai Oseni's father by giving him money in cash or via electronic means, either directly or through a third party in August 2022, and has that influenced Mr. Oseni's open bias in favor of Peter Obi, whereby Mr. Oseni used the Arise TV platform as a medium to campaign for and launder the image of Mr. Peter Obi and his undisguised personal animosity towards me for my refusal to support Mr. Peter Obi's presidential ambition? I counsel them to think very carefully before the answer. Ordinarily, I do not get involved in name calling and mudslinging. Neither do I attack people nor try to defend their personalities in the course of my political journey. I have also avoided replying to cheap, wicked or malicious blackmail publicly or privately in the same irresponsible manner that they had thrown at me. Anyone who has followed my corporate and political life knows that I always stay on issues with my focus on finding solutions to societal challenges and ameliorating the suffering of the people. I do, however, need to clarify a few issues, especially since a third party is involved. There is a recent case where my name has been mentioned in a malicious and cheap blackmail against one of Nigeria's best television presenters, Mr. Rufai Oseni, who has stood sternly for what is right and has challenged me fearlessly on some occasions while speaking truth to power. I have recently been mentioned to have bribed Mr. Rufai Oseni by financially sponsoring the burial of his father. Let me clearly state that this is a categorical lie. It is not true, cannot be true, and will never be true. Everyone who understands or follows my approach to things will attest to the fact that I do not give anyone money to promote my name. I have never and will never voluntarily induce any journalist to speak or write in my favor. When I am invited to birthday celebrations or funerals, people know that I do attend. Countless journalists, media personnel, the less privileged, the wealthy, etc. have all invited me to their occasions. and they will attest to the fact that I honor such invitations, especially when people are grieving. I have never been to Rufai's village. Even at the point of writing this, I do not know where he's from. One then wonders why people could decide to tarnish other people's image for no justifiable reason. To those involved in such evil endeavors, I wish them well and pray that God will have mercy on them. I still maintain that our focus in Nigeria should be on rescuing our dear nation from the many challenges plaguing it. We should focus more on lifting people out of poverty. Millions of Nigerians do not know where their next meal will come from. We have millions of unemployed youths in their productive age with very little production going on in Nigeria to create jobs. Finding solutions to these challenges should command our attention for the progress of our dear nation, Nigeria. And that is what I remain committed to. A new, inclusive and sustainable Nigeria is possible. Peter Obi.
Now, I go want make we analyze this issue fact for fact. So that not be like say somebody they support Reno Omokri, or I want support Rufai, or I want support Peter Obi. Now let's look at this issue fact for fact. Number one, Reno Omokri laid an allegation. And his allegation said, did you collect money by cash or by transfer? The Reno Omokri I dey follow since when I don dey watch for a while now, since before the election. He's a man of fact. So when it comes to these accusations, he go don do a background check well. So when he wan hit you, he dey hit you well. He had always been straightforward. Therefore, this accusation now, it looks like he's not sure of what he's saying. So therefore, he's saying, did you collect via cash or via transfer? That means you don't know which one they take drop the money. Can we be clear here? If you don't know which one exactly they take drop the money, that means you're not sure of this allegation when you pull down. That's one. Secondly, for you when they run since come on this country. Now you have laid an accusation outside Nigeria where you cannot be sued. Because if you were here, as you drop this one, you cannot collect court case so that we're going to go court. Then you go prove whether surely you are sure. But that's why we've laid the accusation. I will say I love Peter Obi, and so far I don't watch him, so I can tell you one or two things to expect from me, but we are humans. I know we'll vouch for one person and tomorrow another issue will come happen. Now you have said that they should think properly before they answer. That means you have something else you want to unleash as a proof. The run away I know that's how they operate. He go hold some proof for ground. Then he go to knock him. When that woman accused her saying toast stand, that's how he full of the woman. He hold back to back evidences. So I want to assume that you have evidences that you have held. As at this afternoon, Peter Obi have denied it. Peter Obi said he has never, if you listen to, when I read them now, it is clear. Peter Obi said he has never given money to Rufai Oseni or any journalist in case you want to send another person. So now Reno Omokri, we are waiting for you. The man you accused had answered you. We are waiting for you now to come and show us the proof where you say you get. Because if you not show us this proof, then now we'll tell no say you be very useless human being. And if you show us this proof, now this one will tell no say Peter Obi what would they believe since. Not be so it really be. So we are waiting for you. The floor is open. We would like to see how this ends.